back. This episode's follow-up for this foldable, I think 5 watt solar panel with a USB charge. So I got my Android phone and the grommets here on the bottom. I put some carabiners right here. Look at that, if you can all see that. And I just put them along this rod I put up, I guess, here. And I get a lot of sun in the back, as you can see. A lot of sun. So, just trying it out, just in case. I have a spare phone that I'm trying to always keep charged, and I don't want to overcharge it. So I think this is a good way to keep it tapped on top. So, but I'll let you know how it goes. Let me cut in and cut out. Hey everybody, welcome back. This is just a follow-up review on the 5 watt solar panels. Specifically the 5 watt solar panels. I'm using those because they're foldable and a lot easier for me to take around with me, and a little versatile. And this is some of the things I'm doing right here. Is in the back of my house I get a very bright morning sun coming in. And as you can see, I've hung up my solar, foldable solar charger here. Got some carabiners on top, right here. And the grommets really help. I've done it this way so that the USB can just hang down from here from the bottom. And the solar panels are up on top. And let me see here. So far, it's been working. I haven't had too much issues. You really need a strong light to get these charged. But what I'm using them for is just basically to maintain a charge and not getting drained. So right now I'm just testing it out. But I have this here, my mobile Wi-Fi, and of course the my backup Samsung here, and you see here the power is at 96, which I charged up last night, plugged it in here just to top it off, and when it started charging, it's already been down to 80, I think 95, so it's already charging up 1% more already by this time. So it does help maintain a charge. And if you're set up right, just make sure that you can hang it off your windows. I got it hanging off of here, which I glide this through here. So, but a little sunny this morning. But I leave it out here in the window like this, and you know, you waste a lot of potential energy or potential electricity just having the sun just hit the ground or go through your window. There's a lot of energy there that can be used and stored, possibly, and I think the foldable solar panels are a really good way to do that. I hang them up here. I also hang it up in the front on the blinds themselves, and so maybe I'll cut out and I'll show you a little bit of that later. But let's see how the day goes, and I'll show you where I'm hanging them and what I'm doing. You can always lay them on the ground, and when you're out, but when you're inside the house, like how do you use these things without, you know, going outside? Well, just hang in front of your windows, and I'll show you various ways you can do that. You know, this is great for the morning, and then there's a good spot for the setting sun. And so let me cut out. Alright everyone, I'm cutting back in, and it's in the afternoon, and so what I do is I switch it from the back of the house to basically the front where the garage is, and there's the bright sun right there. As you can see it on camera. Wouldn't do this with my eyes, but I can do it with the camera. And so I'm going to lay this out here, and I kind of like it a little dark because it's overcast now, but still getting still gets some kind of charge. Maybe. Anyways, the light should be red. Oh, it's overcast. This one is kind of on. So, anyways, I'm just gonna leave it. The sun eventually will get to it, but that's what I do in the afternoon when the sun sets at the front of the house. Set the solar panels there, and let's see how they do. Hello everyone, welcome back. In this episode here, I'm gonna go over the solar panel that I bought, the 5-watt solar panel, and it's my conclusion of it. This is how I got my setup. There's an attachment for a Apple phone, but I left it in the car. Anyways, this is an awesome setup. I've been using this kind of around the house and everything when I go out, but I found it most useful, the most use out of this while driving. I put this on the dashboard of my car, and usually you will get a lot of, where all this water came from. Usually you're going to get, I still have the plastic film on here. I think you're supposed to take it off, but I'm going to leave it on just for protection. Basically, if I put this on the dash of my car and then have this kind of out, I have several devices. I have my computer, and I have my Samsung, and then the wireless Wi-Fi here, and of course my phone. And so I don't have enough power outlets to, and you can see just by the light inside here, the light itself is powering this. So, but it's probably not enough quite to charge. Anyways, I put this in the dashboard of my car, and as I'm driving, it frees up my power outlet to the actual car. The nice thing about it is when I stop somewhere and I turn the car off, it can power a device. Now, usually it can't power a large device, but it can power something small like this, which I do need this constantly when I'm traveling. It's a mobile, it's a wireless Wi-Fi. And then it's my smartphone, which I don't use as a phone. It's more of a tablet, but I use that. And then my cell phone. Those are 3 things I definitely need. And when they're in use while I'm driving, I'm using the GPS. I'm trading, just all sorts of things. Listening to music. I don't have enough to power. I don't have enough outlets in my car to power all my devices, but I use this, and it supplements that. I used it mainly for this, my wireless Wi-Fi, and what I noticed is that it does keep the charge topped off, and while it's in use. So it doesn't, sometimes it may not power it or charge it, but it does keep it maintained, which is a big deal. So overall, I'm really satisfied with this. Like I said, the best use I've found for it so far is actually driving, and I'm on my summer trip here. So as I'm driving, I put this on my dashboard, and then put it on something that I just need topped off all the time. It's typically my mobile Wi-Fi that gets topped off. So I plug that in, and it stays at 100%. And as you're driving, as long as you got sunlight, it will keep it topped off. And then when the sun starts setting, that's when I notice infrequencies in the power supply. Other than that, it works great. I've used it to charge this. This doesn't really charge while I'm using this. It takes a lot of power, and so this mainly gets maintained. The power supply is maintained while using this solar power in the car, as I put this on my dashboard of my car. The phone, it charges the phone, and so it's been real great. I highly recommend this, and I'm about to get a 3rd one, maybe a 4th. How many ever that I could fit into into my little. So I know I can fit 2 in here, in this my little travel bag here, and so I know I can fit 2. I could probably fit 3 because, like I said, the way it's set up with the Velcro on one side, you can literally, if I had another one, the Velcro is on one side, I could just Velcro it here, and then I have a row of these in my in the dashboard of my vehicle, and you can see how useful that is. If you think about it, when you're driving, a lot of times you'll notice the dashboard gets a lot of sun. The nice thing is, if you don't have the car running, you'll still have a power supply. So often I will, for example, I have children, so I'll park close as I can to the play area of McDonald's. I'll turn the car off, but I'll leave my Wi-Fi, usually take my phone or whatever devices I don't essentially need on me because I'm close enough. Like a great example is the Wi-Fi here. I don't have to have that on me all the time, but I just have to be at least about 30 feet away to get a signal, to get a Wi-Fi connection. I usually park close to the children's play area, leave the car out, leave this on my dashboard, and leave it plugged into here. It will charge and maintain the charge here, and I take everything else with me. But the point is that without the car running, because the other power supply while I'm traveling is coming from my car, usually from the cigarette lighter, from the engine turning, generating electricity. But with the solar panel, I can turn the car off, have a bunch of these on my dashboard, and plug up my electrical device and have it charge while I'm, taking a break, eating food, stuff like that. Every bit helps on a travel journey. So, anyways, this is my final review on it, and I am super impressed with this. I already have 2. I'm about to get a 3rd, maybe even 4 of these, and I find this to be really useful. The question is it worth the $35? Well, if you're looking at a point of view where, okay, it costs about 30, almost 40 bucks to get one of these if you pay full price without the coupons or anything. So let's say $40. I don't think you'll really get $40 in savings on your electric bill trying to charge your little phones or your other devices or your cell phone, which I'm holding recording the camera. You're not going to get that money back in energy savings. However, you will, for me, it's worth $40 because as I travel, and I do this every year, every summer, I travel all over. Right now it's just all over America. Eventually it will be all over the world because I trade Bitcoin. And I meet my partners and other people that either owe me money or owe me Bitcoin. I have to make my visits to them. And so, I should say my other investments. So I have to keep tabs on my other investments and make sure that they're working or operating or what's going on with it because I need an answer. Anyways, it's worth the $40 because this will keep me going. This will keep me online. This will keep me connected to the internet. This will keep me wired. Well, if that's such a thing. Or this will keep me connected, I should say, to the point where I can travel with leisure, but at the same time maintain my operation without any disturbance. So for me, this is worth the $40. This has already paid itself and then some, just to make sure that I'm connected and I'm able to communicate and I'm able to trade. So anyways, this is the conclusion. I highly recommend this, especially people who travel or who go outdoors often, but at the same time you are connected to the internet. So anyways, feel free to like, dislike, leave a video response, or comment, like, dislike, leave a video response. Until next time, stay tuned. Bye.